All right, what's up, everybody? It's Upland Nomad here. I am going to be talking about the release of Metaventures. The first Block Explorer stores have been released. And also, we're going to be talking about the release of Los Angeles, which is huge. And if you really think about it, I think that, at first I was like, are they going to open up Dallas? Los Angeles doesn't make any sense. And then now that I think about it, it actually makes way more sense to open up Los Angeles, to go ahead and get it started. Los Angeles is as big as New York, if not bigger, and definitely a tier one city. And I think that's going to be very important because you have LA, you have New York, San Francisco on the West Coast. They're basically connecting the West Coast up, which is a great plan. I think I think personally that when Dallas comes in there, because Dallas, I think, has to be the next tier one city, unless they go with Seattle or something like that. But anyways, I digress. I'll get into some of this stuff here. Well, let's get into the MetaVentures stuff here in the Block Explorer stores. So if you take a look here, you can see these little orange dots here. These are going to be, and they're all in San Francisco, right? All of them are in San Francisco. So you take a look at these little orange dots here, and you can actually go scroll in and actually go into the actual store, which is kind of cool. So we can shop now. We can look at some of the stuff that is for sale here. Really cool. Wow. Some of these places, some of these, some of this stuff right here. And we're scrolling through these block explorers. I think you look at some of these prices of these block explorers and you're like, wow, man, these block explorers are crazy priced. But I think you got to remember, since this is such a new thing with these block explorers and these stores, of course, everything's going to be priced up. You're not going to be able to overprice your stuff when there's 10,000 of these stores. But let's scroll back out for just a second. Let's go take a look at the Wise Owl. Let's scroll into another shop, see what they got going on. And I really like the art too. That's very interesting. The art looks really good. I think, to me, just really creative. It looks good. Everybody's got their own kind of style. I can definitely see that in the future of Upland. Everybody having their own style, their own little thing, and yeah, that looks really, really good. So let's go in there and let's see. And I like how he's got back here in his little background, these little like 3D, almost looks like clay. I don't know what you call that, but I think that's really cool. And you take a look at all this stuff here. Yeah, this is really cool, really, really cool. What's interesting is I think this kind of gives us a kind of a sneak peek and a snippet into what's coming in Upland and what we can expect in the future. I think this, again, guys, I talked about in the last videos, the thinking about the micro versus macro investment strategies, and also the micro versus macro outlook and future and what's going to happen within just the gameplay. I could honestly foresee that Upland is going to be a drastically different game than what it is now. I mean, you can almost bet that. How Upland looks, you can almost bet that it's not going to look the gameplay. We're going to look back on this 5 years from now and be like, wow, it was so rudimentary. I think that's something we gotta think about. Also, there's a lot of one of the things that I kind of get is I don't get is the negativity on Discord. Now, I'm all for some negativity because some negativity is good, but like sometimes, man, it's just like, wow, guys, y'all gotta chill. Like I get it, I'm pissed too. Definitely had to have some negativity on the NFL Legits issue, that's for sure. The Spark issue, Yeah, that was pretty bad. But I do also trust I trust the team behind it, and I trust Dirk and those guys and what their vision is for it. And I think it's easy. We all want stuff right now. We want Upland to succeed right now and make all those big gains and make all those juicy gains. But I think that we have to keep it all in perspective here. This thing doesn't grow, it doesn't become a monster overnight. And I see like Axie Infinity and Sandbox and Decentraland, and while that's all good, I've went in there and I still can't really understand the gameplay of that stuff, but I understand Upland. I understand what Dirk and them are doing. I see the vision. I see what's being laid out. The partners are there. The NFL, Hyperloop. The things are getting in place right now. We're building out the infrastructure, getting businesses, bringing businesses along as well. So that's you look at the macro involved in this, and I really like the developer the the main people involved in this. It seems like they really got a handle on how all of this works, and I think you have to have that on a project, especially an NFT project like this. You have to have that team all on the same page, having organic growth, because if this ain't something this is not a pump and dump, right? This is not a shit coin, so to speak. So I think that it's important that all this stuff is laid out. We work out the kinks now, and in the future, I think in a short time, but probably not as short as you think, or you want it to be. We're gonna have Upland really, really do well, and lots of good things coming for Upland. But anyways, guys, all right, guys, peace out.